Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Chauskas. So today's the 3rd of May 2018. So we're gonna have a quick look at the markets, what happened today in the morning, what's happening right now, what to potentially expect from them later on. But as always, let's have a look at our risk disclaimer first. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. Also, quick reminder of our JFD research page here that you can find on jfdbrokers.com, where you can find a lot of information here, different technical analysis that we do, trading shoutouts, and of course the most important, the daily analysis. So yeah guys, I mean, feel free to visit us. You can also find different analysis in different other languages, like French, German. 100. Now we're getting a little bit of retracement here. This is what I was talking about this morning when I was looking at this one, and so probably it had enough of its rally here a little bit, so now we can see a small retracement. The first target that we're having a look we're waiting for is this one here at around 75.10. Below that we do have 75.10 or even the round number of 7,500. So if we do get a break below these two, then keep an eye on this upwards moving support line that acted as a good it's acted as a good level of support in the past as well. So a break below that could open the path towards lower levels. For now, until we haven't seen a break here, we're still more bullish than bearish on this one, and we could potentially see this one as a bit of a correction. And like I said, we could potentially move a little bit high, move higher again if we get a nice rebound from this upwards moving support line. On the upside, we do have this level here, the 75.85, approximately there, as a good potential level of resistance. So for now, guys, we're gonna be probably just keeping an eye on this one. Just first, we'll keep an eye on this 75.10 area. Looking at the DAX, so the DAX is also slightly selling off today. It's meeting its good level of support here at around 12,750. Now the question is, are we going to stay here above this one, or actually we're going to break it and move a little bit lower? If we do get something like this, if we do break this area here, and watch out for this 200 EMA here on the daily chart, and which is also coinciding together with this 100 EMA shown here as a green line. Initially it could act as a good level of support, but if that doesn't hold, we do have a better level of support here at around 12,600. So there are some good levels to watch here on the downside. On the upside, of course, still this one, the 12,850 area, is still in our radars. But if we suddenly get a nice pop here and a break of this 12,850, well, keep an eye on even on the psychological 1,300 level, guys. So could act as a very strong level of resistance. But that is of course only if we get a nice break above the 12,850. Let's have a look at gold. So gold, this is exactly what I was talking about this morning. We managed to pop here to the upside. We hit this bottom side of this triangle formation, and we tested it from underneath. So now we're slightly retracing from it. The question here is, of course, are we going to have a break here and we're going to close on the upside, inside this triangle formation, or are we still going to stay outside of it, below it? Now we are still trading below this this formation, this triangle formation. So let's see what it wants to do. To be honest, we're still going to be slightly more to the bearish side, just because, like I said, we are still below this this formation. Let's have a look at a few pairs now, and the first one is the euro dollar. So the euro dollar had a nice run today to the upside here, almost touched, well, managed to touch the 200 EMA here on the daily chart, made a run towards this psychological 120 level, but since then it reversed and we saw a bit of selling activity coming in, and almost moved back towards this strong level of support at around 119,600. So we're just slightly above it right now. Again, it's probably to stay cautious in this one and just observe what it wants to do. We are kind of, let's say, oversold on this one a little bit, so but nevertheless we do have a good level of support here. Slightly below the 119,600 is the 119,150, approximately there. Excuse me. So for now, I would probably, like I said, I would recommend to stay cautious on this one and just observe it. If we do get a nice break back above this 200 EMA, well, this could open the path towards higher levels again, maybe even towards this 120,900 that acted as a good level of resistance in 2017. So could potentially act as a good level of resistance right now as well. So again, but we'll only consider that level if we get above the 200 EMA here on the daily chart. Let's have a look at another euro pair here. So the euro Aussie, we can see that the Aussie is now slightly more stronger than the euro, and we are balancing currently on this upwards moving support line and as well on this 50 EMA here on the daily chart. And if we do get a break here, do get a nice close below, this could potentially open the path towards this other upwards moving trend line that we've got running since, let me just double check that, since this area right here, since February 2017. So this area could act as a good potential level for a test, just because, like I said, we are seeing a bit of negativity coming in here, and especially if we're going to get a close below this upwards moving support line that I was talking about earlier. Keep an eye on this one, guys. If we get a nice bounce off of it, well, I mean, still, I wouldn't say that we're gonna turn bullish straight away, but we would need to see a nice move above this area right here at around 161, 150 in order to consider further further higher levels. So keep an eye on this, guys. I mean, it is an interesting spot. It could fall off the cliff later on, but then again, like I said, let's not speculate too much and see what it wants to do. Quickly, let's have a look at the Euro Swiss. This one is an interesting one as well. I was talking about this one yesterday, and I told you guys, man, to keep an eye on this one because we're kind of ranging here, and it's ranging itself, it's dragging itself towards this upwards moving support line, and it did that exactly. So now we're seeing this a bit of a rebound here to the upside. If this continues to move a little bit more to the upside, excuse me, more to the upside, then keep an eye on this psychological 120 level. A break above that could open the path towards higher levels again, but like I said, for now we're gonna stay a bit cautious, let's say, because we're still not far from this, even though we're seeing a bounce, we're still not far from this upwards moving support line. So any negative news on the euro could potentially maybe force this pair to drop here, to break this upwards moving support line and drop a little bit lower. On the downside here, we're watching this first level of support, this 118,900 approximately there, and then if that doesn't hold, well, we do have a better one here, a better level of support, which is around 118,300. And if we do see something like a break here to the downside, this level, actually, I mean, this level could be reached by the 50 EMA here that's slowly approaching that level. So like I said, some good levels here on the downside, so keep an eye on this one, guys. Let's have a look at GBP USD. So GBP USD, similar story like with the euro dollar. we had initially in the morning a nice run to the upside, but got held around the 136, 150, 200 areas. So now we're seeing a bit of retracement. Certainly the question here is, it will be interesting to see how this day will close, and is this going to be something like more of a bullish sign, or actually we're still going to roll over here and move lower towards this 200 EMA on the daily chart, and that area could be around the 135.40 approximately there. Maybe it's not going to reach it today, but maybe it's something that it's leaving for itself for tomorrow. So guys, for now, like I said, just observe this one. It's difficult to say that we can reverse here to the upside now, because like I said, we're not far from this 200 EMA. Let's have a look at the Aussie dollar. Now Aussie dollar, yes, I mean, we can see that it initially was in this downwards moving channel here for quite a while, but this week we've broke it. We've managed to break it to the downside, and yep, sorry, we broke it on Friday. I do apologize for that, guys. We broke it to the downside, and now we are kind of, like I said, we are slightly retracing from the lows here. The lows were here at around 0.74750. Initially we were keeping an eye on this this psychological level of 0.75 area that acted as a good level of support here in December 2017. So now we've managed to get back above it again. We're testing this bottom side of this downwards moving channel. So the question here is if we will manage to get above the 0.75550 or not. If we do get a nice move above here and we eventually close above here, above this level, then, well, keep an eye on higher levels, because the downside could be off the table for now a little bit. So like I said, watch out for this level right now, so the 0.75550. Let's have a quick look at the USD JPY now. And the USD JPY, I was talking about this one as well in my previous videos. I told you guys to keep an eye on this upwards moving trend line. This, just a quick reminder, this upwards moving trend line has been running since 2012. Sorry for the lag a little bit here. So yep, 2012, and now we are testing this one again. Certainly it seems that it cannot really push away from it too much. If we'll get a nice break here below, keep an eye on this upwards moving support line, the shorter term upwards moving support line that started around the end of March this year. If we do get a break below this long-term trend line, keep an eye on this, like I said, this this bottom side of this channel, or this upwards moving support line, is in other words. So it could be a good level to test. A break below that, well, you probably understand that we could see some more lower levels being tested. But for now, we are still above this long-term trend line, and it is, like I said, we're not gonna kind of hit the alarm bells yet, but just for now we're just observing this one. If we do get some sort of reversal back to the upside here, back towards this 109,900, keep an eye on the psychological 110 level. A break of that could open the path towards this 200 EMA here, which also coincides with the 110.200 level. So guys, I will have to wrap it up here, and I hope you have a good US session. As always, guys, good luck, and keep an eye on the price action. And I shall see you, well, yeah, see you tomorrow in my Traders Espresso at 6 o'clock GMT time, 7 o'clock British Summer Time. Okay guys, have a nice evening. Bye bye.